Please welcome the Latinos and Society Program Chair, Ms. Mónica Lozano.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for being here to celebrate with us this inaugural summit of the Aspen Institute Latinos and Society program. Before I officially begin the program, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge two very special people that are not in the categories of sponsors or benefactors, but just very dear to me, who actually influenced in an extraordinary way this program and my relationship to it. First, I want to recognize Natalie Reyes from Grupo Salinas. Months before this actually became a reality, Natalie was talking with the people at the Aspen Institute and then reached out to me and said, this is an idea that we should pursue, and I think you might be the right person. And if it wasn't for Natalie, this wouldn't have happened, and I certainly would not have been a part of it. So I want to recognize Natalie. And of course, I have to recognize my life partner, David Ayon. And as I transitioned after 30 years of working in media, David and I were talking about what would be right for me going forward. And he really encouraged me to consider this, and I want to thank him for making this a reality for me as well. And I also have to say, because it's just very dear to my heart, one of our speakers, as you know, is not with us because of the terrible tragedy that she suffered in her life. And I just want to recognize Sheryl Sandberg and send her my heartfelt condolences. But I have to say, it is an enormous honor to be chairing this program and to be where we are today. When the Aspen Institute Board of Trustees, under the leadership of Walter Isaacson, approved the creation of this brand new program, with it came the affirmation of the growing importance of the U.S. Hispanic market and the unique position that the Aspen Institute can play to enhance awareness among influencers and decision makers about this community. This program aims to deepen the understanding of the issues that impact our nation as a whole, but with a specific focus on the Hispanic population, and then serve as a bridge between this emerging demographic and other communities. And as we heard last night from Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Julian Castro, demographics tell us that America's future is inextricably linked to this population. By mid-century, Hispanics will account for 85% of the nation's population growth. The average age of all U.S.-born Latinos is 18, and every year over 800,000 Latino youth turn 18, meaning that the future civic, political, business community is tied to this population. And we know that Hispanic-owned businesses are the nation's fastest-growing business community, reaching almost $500 billion in revenue every year, and purchasing power at $1.3 trillion. So this is America's reality, one that we should embrace, but also prepare for. So our program today will address the pertinent questions that impact the demographic, but identifying common goals and a common path forward. We will leverage Aspen's power to convene high-level participants from across multiple sectors, nationalities, and ideologies. If we are to mainstream America's Latino community, it's imperative that non-Latinos as well be engaged in these issues. So we thank you for being here, and we invite you to join us in this journey. Today, our focus is on innovation, inclusion, and leadership. And it's my pleasure to introduce somebody who embodies all of these values. Please welcome Laysha Ward, Executive Vice President and Chief Corporate Social Responsibility Officer at Target.
Good morning, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here, and I just want to say that Monica is a force for good and an extraordinary leader, and we are so grateful to have your leadership on this initiative. And when Monica called and asked me to be a part of this, I said yes on the spot, because I know that with her leadership, we're going to make a significant difference in the lives of so many people across this country, including my own. On behalf of the over 365,000 team members at Target and my role as an advisory board member of the Latinos and Society program, I'm really honored to be here with all of you. And I want to thank everyone at the Aspen Institute for ensuring that the Latino community has a seat at the table and is recognized as a driving force across all sectors of our society. The issues we're going to discuss today are not just Latino issues. They impact all of us. The Latino story is the American story. At Target, we know that diversity and inclusion makes us better. It's deeply rooted in our beliefs, our business, and our culture. And like many of you, we're on a journey. But as my grandma would say, you do the best you can until you know better. And when you know better, you do better. So we're using our spheres of influence to do better, to move the country, the conversation, and the work. And it will require all of us. An all-in, full-contact, participatory sport. Every one of us in the game, no one sitting on the sidelines.